The USA has some serious laws on the books that are so bizarre they would never fly in Canada. Things like owning a pet rock or stealing someone's glasses could land you in prison. Well, actually, those aren't real laws, but America does have its fair share of strange laws on the books. So here are 50 of the weirdest laws in all 50 states, plus Washington, D.C. starting off in Alaska where it's illegal to wake up a bear to take a picture. In an age when people will do anything for a good Instagram post, this is certainly a necessary rule. In Arizona, donkeys are prohibited from taking naps in bathtubs. Not even sure how this became a problem. Maybe someone was just a little jealous of their donkey's bath time. In California, whistling while looking for a lost canary before 7 a.m. is illegal. One can only assume that birds are tired of being woken up early, and the law is there to protect their right to sleep in. In Connecticut, a pickle must bounce in order to be sold. How they test this is anyone's guess. In Florida, unmarried females are forbidden from skydiving on Sundays. This clearly dates back to a time when women needed to get their day of rest in. In Georgia, it's illegal to live on a boat for more than 30 consecutive days. The reasoning behind this archaic law is that it ensures people living on boats pay taxes. Good luck with that. In Idaho, it's against the law to give someone a box of candy weighing over 50 pounds. Clearly a health hazard. In Illinois, it's illegal to eat while a building is on fire. Seems pretty common sense, but we suppose it had to be codified at some point. In Indiana, it's illegal to attend a public event or use public transportation within 4 hours of eating hard-boiled eggs or garlic. If you don't want to stink up the place, that's one way to deal with it. In Iowa, a man cannot shave his mustache if he has the habit of kissing women on the mouth. Talk about a strange law. In Kansas, you cannot serve wine in a teacup. This law probably came about because of some wild party. In Kentucky, it's legal to dye a duckling blue and sell it, but you must have 6 more blue ducklings to sell. In Louisiana, it's illegal to send a surprise pizza to someone. What kind of monster would want to do that anyway? In Maine, it's illegal to keep up Christmas decorations past January 14th. Come on, America, we know you love Christmas, but move on. In Maryland, swearing in public is illegal in Rockville. Watch your mouth. In Massachusetts, no gorilla is allowed in the backseat of a car. Just another example of how cars were invented long before gorillas were tamed. In Michigan, a woman cannot cut her own hair without her husband's permission. This outdated law is still on the books in 19 states. We'll tell you which ones later. In Minnesota, it's illegal to cross state lines with a duck on your head. That's not even funny. In Mississippi, teaching someone about polygamy is illegal. Good luck with that, Mrs. Robinson. In Missouri, bear wrestling is banned. Seems pretty dangerous. In Montana, giving a rat as a gift is outlawed. Who would even think to do that? In Nebraska, you can't burp or sneeze in church. This law likely stems from a time when things were much ruder. In Nevada, driving a camel on the highway is illegal. Looks like there's no room in this world for that guy and his buddy. In New Hampshire, you cannot collect seaweed at night. Strange, but true. In New Jersey, wearing a bulletproof vest while committing a crime is illegal. Looks like someone forgot to read the memo. In New Mexico, idiots may not vote. That's right. In addition to not being able to vote if you're under 18 or not a citizen, you also got to have a good IQ. Back in the day, the term idiot wasn't used to describe a person. Instead, it was a legal term used to describe individuals who couldn't make sound decisions. So basically, if you're an idiot, you can't vote. We're not sure how they determine who qualifies as an idiot, but we imagine it as pretty hard to argue your way out of that if you ever pulled over by the police. In New York, after 10 p.m., you cannot wear slippers in public. This one doesn't really make sense. In North Carolina, bingo games are not allowed to last longer than 5 hours. Keep it short, keep it sweet. In North Dakota, Falling asleep with your shoes on is illegal. Now, we've heard of sleepy laws, but this takes the cake. In Ohio, fish are prohibited from being intoxicated, protecting the fish from themselves. In Oklahoma, making funny faces at a dog is illegal. How do you even enforce this one? In Oregon, you need a license to hunt with a ferret. Ferrets can be great pets, but we're not sure they'd be too great at hunting. In Pennsylvania, singing in the bathtub is illegal. Make sure you hush. In Rhode Island, selling toothpaste and a toothbrush to the same person on a Sunday requires a permit. Yeah, we're not sure why either. In South Carolina, a man is required to carry a rifle to church on Sundays. Looks like everyone is well armed for Bible study. In South Dakota, sleeping in a cheese factory is banned. A little known fact about cheese: it makes people sleepy. In Tennessee, you can't share your Netflix account password with someone outside your household. As the saying goes, you snooze, you lose. In Texas, you can't sell your eye, that's just gross. In Utah, walking down the street with a paper bag containing a violin is illegal unless done for a funeral. Better Google your local laws before playing that sweet gig. In Vermont, a woman needs her husband's permission to wear fake teeth. This is another one of those outdated laws that need to be changed ASAP. In Virginia, children can't go trick or treating after age 12. We thought this one was a prank, but it's a legitimate law. In Washington, you can be fined if you harass Bigfoot. That's right. If you come across the elusive Bigfoot, you better behave or you'll be paying a hefty fine. In Washington, D.C., dancing in the monuments is illegal. Guess you can't dance in the fountain. In West Virginia, whistling underwater is banned. Now, how do you even get down there to do that? In Wisconsin, serving butter substitutes in prisons is illegal. This law seems to have been enacted due to prisoners abusing margarine by putting it in their hair and combing it through their beards. And finally, in Wyoming, taking a picture of a rabbit between January and April without a permit is illegal. This law exists to protect rabbits. Why they chose this particular method, however, is anyone's guess. So there you have it, 50 of the weirdest laws in all 50 states plus Washington, D.C. Which state has the weirdest laws? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more wacky videos.